Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Every Bit of Bree. I am Bree. Here on this channel, I do beauty content as well as trucking content because that is what I do on a day to day. That is my profession. I have not been posting on this channel, and it's not that I feel that I owe anybody an explanation on why I haven't been posting, but I would like to share. I have been sitting on this for quite a while, and I kind of don't know where to start. Um, but the last you seen me, I was super excited about my company giving me a brand new truck, and I was most grateful. And honestly, I was ready to work. I was super excited. And um they just kind of took a big, like, hot steamy dog crap on me after giving me that truck. And the truck you see here in this video, it is a loaner. So eventually, after about a week and a half, maybe about 2 weeks of not working, I was able to get into this loaner truck. But what happened to my Peterbilt, if you look into my shorts, you'll see that it started to leak really bad on the inside of it. The front cab and the back cab as well. And that truck had to be sent over to the Peterbilt, what do you call it? Like their maintenance, the Peterbilt shop, to be fixed. Um, while my truck was there at the Peterbilt shop, I stayed in a hotel. Um, and that was fine. What wasn't fine was that after I had to beat down so many doors to get a loaner truck so that I could make some money, Peterbilt called me to inform me that my truck had been broken into. I did not leave any important things on my truck. Like, I didn't leave any electronics or anything like that, but it was still a violation of my personal space, I feel. I'm in this truck or these trucks that I drive for work more than I am in my home, more than I which I don't have. Well, at the time of this video I didn't have. But I'm in that truck more than I am anywhere else. And it kind of sucks that someone would break into my truck and violate my space, but that is just the world we live in. So then, after that debacle and them keeping my trucks for another 2 weeks, so this is going on a month of not being into that truck that you guys seen in the last video, I get the truck back and I drive the truck for exactly one day. And that was on a Thursday. So now it's Friday. It's mid-month, and it's Friday, and I get a call from my transportation managers stating that they're just giving me a heads up that our account, the account I have built my whole life around, the account that I have been working for the last year, is ending, and we have until the end of the month, which, like I said, this was in the middle of the month, so this should be giving me to the end, about 2 weeks to the end of the month. I went into a straight panic mode because Like I said, I was working 6 days a week, so I wasn't renting anywhere. If I wanted to be off of my truck, then I would go out to a hotel, to my sister's house, to a friend's house for a day, because really that's the only time that I wasn't working was a day. So it really didn't make sense for me to rent anywhere to be there 4 days out of the month. So, um, I started to look for a place within this 2 week period that I assumed I had. I go back to work on Monday, and on Monday, they tell me, "Oh, did we say the end of the month?" What we really meant was you have until the end of this week to have a job, technically, to have a job, because none of the other accounts that was offered by my company at the time fit my life. It was either I go over the road for 2 to 3 to 4 weeks at a time, or it was manual unload, which I've done, and I know that I don't prefer to do that. I would be miserable. And one thing about me is I get a job as a job, and it is a blessing. And I'm always thankful that God puts me in a position. But I do know what I can and cannot do, and what I will and will not tolerate. And a manual unload, like by my hand, is just not something that I'm willing to do. So there's that. Um, so now I have exactly no time to find an apartment. And what's incredible about God and His mercy, no time was time enough, because that same Monday, I got keys to what is now my new apartment. And I stayed in this loaner truck that you see here. And I went on an account that was over the road, which is the footage that you're watching now. However, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. I'm always happy when I'm driving and I'm on the road, because I find it so relaxing. But I just was not happy. And me, I have to be happy. My happiness is my number one priority in my life. I do take it very seriously. But on another note, one thing that you all didn't know about me on this channel is that I got a really bad ticket at the beginning of my career. So I didn't consider myself to be hireable by other companies, but I just started to apply. And as I started to apply, the rejections started to come in. And they came in and they came in and they came in. And it was absolutely devastating. And honestly, it sent me into a depression, because I now had bills for an apartment um, that I technically couldn't even get to, because I was over the road driving. So, yeah, it wasn't a good time for me, and it wasn't a good time for me mentally. I'm a person who can deal with very little stress, and I kind of go into this state where everything in my life is on pause, but the issues at hand, and it's no way to live, because my every thought is how to fix this issue, how to get through this issue, what I can be doing next, what I should be doing next. And it's a horrible way to live. It's a horrible way to get up in the morning and the first thing on your mind is how to solve an issue. It sent me into a really bad depression where I started to neglect myself. I started to neglect my hair, and I started to neglect my eating habits. It just wasn't a good time. But I eventually did land a new position, and I am home daily now. And I am really happy that I get to end this video on a positive note. because that depression hits so hard that I wasn't even able, to edit and produce this video where I'm not even in the shot. I wasn't even able to get this video out, and I'm just really excited that my mental is feeling better. I'm feeling creative again, and I'm feeling more like myself. And now that I'm home daily, I have time to, do those things. And I just like for you all, to know that in the spirit of anxiety, in the spirit of depression, God will prevail. Everything will work on His time. He does not make any mistakes. And He's going to put you exactly where He wants you to be in life. God does not make any mistakes. And I do know that. But I allowed that spirit of depression and anxiety to overcome what I do know of the Lord. I don't mean to get preachy. But you have to trust in God, and you have to trust that you're exactly where He wants you to be, even when it seems like it's the furthest thing from being the truth. Another good note I'd like to add to this is that I got a camera. I'm trying to learn how to use it, as you can see in this video. The stabilization is a little bit off, as well as the focusing. And I am learning to use my new camera. And I'm also learning to use my new editing equipment. I am super excited that I get to elevate my videos for this channel. And with that good note, I am going to leave you all. I appreciate you for sticking through this video and listening to my rant. I appreciate you caring, because there's no possible way, that you're going to sit on the internet and listen to somebody rant about their life if you don't care. And I think it's such a beautiful thing that through the internet, we can find community with each other to care. And I care about all of you too. And with that, I leave you. Thanks for watching.